What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Vercitorix gaming channel. Today we're back on Dynasty Realism, and we're going to do a little bit of a different video compared to normal. We're going to just go with raw footage, so you're going to see every little bit of growth coming from this particular dinosaur. It's just something I want to try out, and I'm going to do the series where we basically just run with a solo dinosaur and we grow it in a realism setting, and what happens happens, and we might get some fights, we might get chased a little bit, we might not. We'll just see what happens. I'm going to go with the Pentaceratops. Pentaceratops? Come on, Ash. So we're going to go with the Pentaceratops. Now, in Dynasty Realism, this is a large diurnal terrestrial herbivore that forms temporary pair bonds that potentially turn into lifelong pair bonds after about 5 clutches together. They do control medium territories, have a tolerant nature of their own species, but are aggressive to other species. And they may not group with any other herbivores except for Vercitorix, and we actually may defend those as well. And we tolerate melanistics and shun albinos. So our group limits, we can have unlimited subadults, subadult to adult, unlimited offspring, unlimited adoptees, but adoptees will only be adopted by females, and males will tolerate them, but they're not overly keen on them. And we have a aggressive predator reaction. Up to 4 of us can enter a engagement, so it's quite a nice little profile from what I've seen. Now, we do have a physical dimorphism before we start. This is our little Pentaceratops, or what will be our Pentaceratops in the future. And it says the suitable male subspecies include Vercitorix, which is this one, and Sullivani. So we've got the choice of these two, Vercitorix, Sullivani. I quite like the spikiness of the Vercitorix, so we're going to go with this one. I don't know what we're going to call our young sir here. I'm just going to run through the skins a little bit. But males will also be known for having larger, bright colours on them, so sort of yellows and stuff like this on their frills, the greens. But we've got to come up with a name for our Pentaceratops. And I don't really know what, I never really know what to name them in the beginning, but I'm gonna go with well, we got Vercitorix, which is a very Roman sounding name. So any of you that have played the Roman games, the Roman Total War games in the past, will know this house faction. They were one of the original factions of Rome Total War. So we're going to go with this one. We're going to go with Brutii. So he is called Brutii. It's taken a little bit to create the character right here, but like I said, these episodes are going to have no editing in them whatsoever. Where is Brutii? That is a cool skin. Anyway, and we're going to spawn into the world. Now we're going to see what happens. We might get chased, we might not. We can see we are at Triad Falls as a starting point. We're on the periphery of Triad Falls a little bit, so we shouldn't be too bad if we just hide in this bush for a moment. Because the first thing we've got to do is get our skin sorted. So we usually have bright colours on our frills or on the front here. We need to zoom out just a little bit. That horn's a bit big. So we've got some marks. We've got 200,000. So we're going to just run through the skins here. Reaper. This is the one with the white skin. It's going to be the one with the white skin, isn't it? Yeah. But unfortunately, we don't have any patterns that would allow us... Yeah, there's the skin. We wouldn't have any colours that would make us obviously male. So we need to look for something that is going to have some bright colours within its colour palette. This one has some very bright colours. So the blueberry is an idea. Apple could potentially be an idea. Morpho. Possibly. Could be an idea. Thunderlord. Again, very, very muted on its colours. There's colour 4 here. So we could potentially go with a Thunderlord. Jackson's. I quite like this skin. This pattern's nice. It looks like we've got some... Yeah, we've got a load of colours here. So Jackson's could be one. Brackish could be one. Vega, probably not so much looking at this. Albino and melanistic. Now we have to roll for albino and melanistic, so I'm not going to go with one of these. So let's see what we can come up with. I like this skin on the Jackson, so yeah, we'll go with this. We'll look at the colours, like... Oh, I like that already, that orangey colour. Go with a nice bright white. Is that A little bit of blue, maybe? Purple? I like the purple. Does that look... Yeah, that looks male enough to me. And we can then add in, like, maybe a nice yellow to offset the orange. Quite like that. We could even go, like, a grey colour. In fact, I quite like this lighter colour. Yeah, we'll go with this lighter colour, and then we'll go really dark on... Yeah, look at that. Fruity Eye is looking great. We're going to go with this. Still not 100% on that purple, but it offsets, like, the burnt orange really well. I quite like that. There we go. Right. Come on, begin my shed. Still locked at the moment. This is the server lag a little bit. Eye colour. We could go with the bright colour. It goes with the offset. So we'll go begin. And we're going to have a look at the abilities just quickly. Now, I've never played Penta, so I don't really know what the best is. We've got 5% speed, attack damage, health regen, defense. I think we're going to go with combative. Then we've got the headbutt. We've got a head smash. Crushing break. Voice rupture. That could be interesting. And then a bite. So we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go with headbutt and crushing break, but we'll start with headbutt. I don't know whether this head smash is any good. I mean, it deals high damage and bleed, but I don't know whether it's like I fought as an Alio against one of these, and it felt. Yeah, I don't know. It just felt like he wasn't really doing much to us. So we are in the... What stage are we in? We are in hatchling. So we're going to be into juvenile very shortly. And they reckon it's roughly around a 20-minute growth into hatchling. But you can already see that we're already... Is that a bit of server lag? But you can see we're already nearly at juvenile just off that. So I'm quite happy to just continue with things from this point. We seem to be having a lot of server lag. I'm not quite sure what that is. Okay, I think I've fixed it. I haven't had no lag since. So what I think it was is because my computer updated last night, it was trying to decide between Wi-Fi 4 and Wi-Fi 5, which my computer is perfectly comfortable at dealing with, but for some reason it was switching between the two, which was causing the lag spikes. Now I've told it just to use Wi-Fi 5, which obviously is the faster of the two. I haven't had a lag spike since. So that's probably what the issue was. So hopefully the episode can continue without too many issues now. And what I'll do is I'll just cut out all the lag issues and the swapping servers and all that sort of stuff. We'll just cut all that out. We'll carry on from here. So before we started having major issues, we grew into a juvenile Pentaceratops, and yeah, I mean, did it change? Did it save my skin? Yeah, it's got my skin. Okay. Oh, we've got a hide now. Bleed and venom, armor. I mean, I feel like armor's a good one. And we got a back kick. After crouching, gain 15% outgoing. But that's, you got to crouch for 10 seconds. I like to be on the move. Ooh. I think kick is going to be better overall. So I'm going to put the kick on. Just to protect my hindy a little bit. So food, water, that's what we've got to think about. We're looking at the map. We could go up to... In fact, I might do that. We might go up to Wilderness Peak and get some water. And there should be a berry bush up there as well. But it's pretty quiet down at Triad. Like I said, this server's a little bit more quiet than what I was hoping for. So there's a good chance we won't see anything during this hour. But I want to give you guys an idea of what it's like playing on a realism server, and also like how to grow on a realism server. Now you can quest on Dynasty, you can quest, and it does speed up your growth a fair bit. And there are times to do it. I did it for Alia Ramus, and I did it for Alberta. In fact, you're going to see the Alberta video relatively soon, I think. It's quite old footage, like none of the work they've done here in Grand Plains and across here is in that video. It's all still the old stuff, so I am like half tempted as to whether I even show that on YouTube. But yeah, like, I don't know, do I show that video? I mean, the video's not edited, and there's about 4 hours of it, and it's a herd, and we get attacked by giggers, and we have babies. Yeah, I might show it, but I want to give you guys the true realism experience. You know what I mean? Like, maybe have a week of there's only Pentaceratops videos, and there's a short Pentaceratops playlist where you can go from the life to the death, if I do die within that week, of a Pentaceratops. Like, that could be quite interesting to do. All the footage will be raw because I want you to see exactly how you survive and you play as a realism player. So that's the idea behind this series a little bit more. What are you? You bone broke me? What's your issue, my guy? And like I said, like I'm completely open for people to give me ideas of what dinos to play and stuff like that. I'm completely up for that. I need to go this way. Oh, you've caught up. What is this? Go away. So, if you want to see a dino in this format, comment down below. Comment down below and I will give you a week's worth of footage, an hour a day, something like that, where you see the growth of... You can see how much growth you get by crossing over into different POIs and stuff like that. But it gives you an idea of how I play from a raw perspective, where there's not always fights going on. I don't want my videos to display just pure fight behaviour. Now, I know that's the stuff that everyone enjoys to watch, and I enjoy the fights. And I enjoy editing the fights together with the little nice music and stuff like that. But I think from a understanding realism and learning realism and all that kind of perspective, raw footage like this has surely got to hit the mark. Right? Am I completely off the boil here? Like, would you guys like to see like a week worth of Pentaceratops and then like a week's worth of Rex and then like a week's worth of Deinonychus and then a week's worth of something else and a week's worth of something else, depending on how long we live? I mean, we might live like enough to do, might live 3 hours and do enough to do 3 episodes. That's, you know, an hour an episode. And then we might have to move on to something else later in the week because I was killed within those 3 hours, or I was killed in 4 hours or 5 hours or whatever. So there's a lot of scope for things that can be done with it. I mean, we'll have the party chats in some episodes. This episode I'm obviously solo. But some episodes we can have the party chat. I can maybe have like Overlord and Val and maybe a few others come in. Maybe we do Picno or we do Alia Ramus, because Alia Ramus was quite fun. And just do a load of different things in that aspect. We are getting towards night, so we are going to have to sleep relatively soon. What I will do for the sleeping side of things, because obviously that takes half an hour, the sleeping. And when you're a diurnal dinosaur like Penta, like Alio and a few others, then you're supposed to be asleep within a realism setting. Probably going to edit that out, because I don't think you guys want to sit here for half an hour watching my Pentaceratops or my dino. Will you jog on? Falling asleep. I don't think that's going to be very fun footage to watch, in all honesty. Do not come near me. Do not come near me. From a realism setting, I'm aggressive to all other herbivores, apart from City Cat. City. Don't come near me. That is... I can't remember the name of that off the top of my head. I'm sure somebody down in the comments will tell me what that is. It's not Nasuto. Can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, that one. Why can I not remember? I mean, while I'm having a drink, I'll quickly have a look. Quickly have a look. Patchy Rhino. That's Patchy Rhino. I didn't even get to the profile. It just came to me. It came to me right in that moment. if you hear any coughs or sniffles or anything like that, my hay fever's acting up terrible today. So there's potential for it to be in this episode, maybe in a couple of other episodes, depending on how long I play Penta today. But the minimum is an hour we're going to go. Well, an hour and a half, obviously, because of having the night time. We are at night at the moment, so we are going to look for somewhere just to sleep until the morning. My stomach is getting low, so maybe... I think there's a bush around here that I can eat from. Yeah, I see one there. I'm going to eat from the bush. We're going to lie down to sleep. And then in the morning, we'll carry on our way. And there'll be some little transition scene here where it goes, the next morning. I swear to God, you run towards me, I'm going to... 8 minutes of bleed. What's this? Yo! I'm bone broken that much, I can't run away from it. Yo, my guy. My guy, chill. What is that? Why is that so strong? Okay, looks like we're just going to sleep straight away then. Turns out we're not doing... we're not eating from the bush. Now, by the time we wake up from this sleep, we're probably going to be adolescent. So just take that into account, obviously, in the next morning, that we are going to be adolescent. And I won't have skipped anything. You won't have missed anything. It will just be the fact that nighttime, we are now adolescent. There's a corpse there as well. That's worrying. I don't know whether I want to go to sleep with a corpse there. That's concerning. I wonder if there's like just a spot I can hide just below the tree line maybe. In a bush somewhere where I won't be seen. Yeah, like down here maybe. Look at how good Grand Plains looks. Definitely needs renaming. Definitely needs renaming, but not quite here. I don't think this is maybe this spot here. I mean, we're still gonna be seen. Is that a rat? Is that a rat? When did they put rats in the game? Or have they been in the game a while? Okay, so I will see you in the morning. Okay, so I've come back because there is a Spino that has just appeared over here. And I'm hoping... Oh, we kick our legs. Didn't know that. I'm hoping it doesn't see me. It is questing, so there's a good chance it's going to come near me. Okay, it's eating. It's eating. That's good. That means it's probably not going to hunt me. It's not going to hunt me because it's eating from the corpse. That calms my nerves down a little bit. Oh, look at this. We've, like, transformed overnight because we've hit adolescence. Right, it's daytime. So... I guess it's time to move and see what happens during today's event. Hopefully, we live long enough to tell the tale, you know what I mean? That's what I'm hoping. We are in desperate need of food and water. Oh, it's a Rex. Oh, it's a Rex. Rex is a diurnal. Oh, it logged. Okay. That worked out quite well for me. Ha! Both the spider and the Rex have logged. Why can I not? There we go. Now please let me eat from this time. I'm bigger. I should be a little bit scarier for AI critters now. I still think it's gonna go for me. But I need to be able to eat from this bush. The skin is looking fantastic. There it is. It is running up. No. Where'd it go? It did look like it was going to run away, and then it turned to run towards me, and I don't know. I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. It is running away from me. That's fine. That means we're not going to be aggressed by little AI like that now. Could still have an alpha turn around and try and eat us, though. I feel like I can hear the footsteps. See, look, 2 minutes of growth. Osteophage, what's that? Oh, okay. Eat bones as well. Okay. I mean, I prefer, like, I know a lot of people say put forager on, but there's so many of these berry bushes around now that, in my opinion, you may as well just, you know, eat the berry bushes and just move between them. And I prefer to play nomadic-esque lifestyle. So, I don't mind walking between places. I'll take territory if I have to, but in all honesty, I think a lot of herbivores are more likely to be nomadic and migratory than territory holding. Just personally, like, they might be territorial towards other... There's a rat again. They might be territorial towards other ceratopsians or other herbivores in general, but I think if you're playing a herbivore, you're gonna want to be nomadic a little bit more. It's just a funner way to play. I'd rather walk around the map, walk through a forest, and get attacked by, I don't know, a Rex or something in an ambush, than just sit here waiting for something to come to me. Like, come and fight me. Let me wander through the world. I'm a herbivore, and you come and fight me. That's kind of how my playstyle is. Now, don't get me wrong. There is going to be a lot of times where I get killed. I've discovered impact crater from here. That's insane. I swear you used to have to like run right in there to get impact crater. Although, I know a lot of people will have spoken about what's happened to impact crater and what's happened to Grand Plains. I think they are brilliant changes. I'm going to put it on record there. I think they are brilliant. They are fantastic changes. They really are. Like, they're just fantastic. Why would you not be pleased with this? I like the fact there could be an ambush at any point. I think the world feels more natural. It feels fuller. I mean, I get everyone likes to have Grand Plains and that plain open reach area, but like I said earlier, I prefer getting ambushed and ambushing others. That's the playstyle I prefer. So this, to me, it's deep, it's dense, it's great. Like, a lot more realistic in terms of the way I enjoy video games. That's not to say it's not for everyone. You know what I mean? Like, some people would prefer the plains to be back, but I think this I think this is superb. It's just so much more dense, so much more scary when you're walking around. Like, that's the biggest thing for me. Like, I want to feel fear. I think I just heard something laughing behind me. Like a mape or something, which shouldn't technically be awake at this time. But, you know. I'm just one of these players that just prefers a nice meander through the world and fighting off attacks when I get attacked. That's kind of my playstyle. Now here's something. Sounds heavy. Surprisingly, I feel like Penta is really light on its walk. Like, I can barely hear my Penta walking. It does sound like a Rex or a Tyranotitan or something. Now, I don't know what the stamina is like on a Penta. Like I said at the start, I haven't played it. I'm not really sure. But I should be able to outrun anything that chases after me. Surely. Yeah, I can definitely hear the laughing of the mapes. Definitely a mape around me. Take a quick look around from up top. Make sure there's nothing around here that might be interesting to me. Obviously, we got them footsteps we're going to keep an eye on. But so far, I haven't quite seen anything. And to be honest, like, I know I'm saying I haven't seen anything, but this is me. I can completely miss anything. I can completely miss anything, and it can be stood right in front of me, and I'd still miss it. Okay, I'm starting to hear my Penta a little bit more walking around now. Still not massively loud, but louder than it was. We are still rather soft-footed compared to everything else. There's a berry bush there. That means going out into the plains. But we're not quite hungry enough for that yet. I keep hearing something over there. Main thing is, in part of an ambush, I'm just got to make sure I don't get bone broken. Got to try and stay out of the way for a bone break and run away the minute I got the opportunity. I'm not quite old enough yet. I'm going to become more aggressive as I get older, because that's what Pentaceratops does, according to this profile. And to be fair, I think I'm going to be happier out in the open. We're heading towards Young Grove. Let's go back this way a little bit. Might take a dip at the water, see if we can get some water going. It is very quiet on the server today. Very quiet on the server. How many are we up to? 84. Okay, we're on 84. Ignore me. Ignore everything I just said about it being quiet. Ignore absolutely everything I just said about it being quiet. Keeping my head on a swivel. But this is so much better than the old Grand Plains. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I've seen a few people complain about it. They're not too happy about it and whatever else. But, like, don't you guys think it's more immersive? Don't you think it's more... I think it's more immersive. I think it's hella more immersive. Much prefer it over old Grand Plains. Oh, this water's dirty. That means there's a croc in here. So it's something to watch for. Keep an eye on the horizon. On the water's edge. Water quality way too low. So it is clear to me that we are in dry season. There's not much on the waterfront of things. So I think we're going to end up moving for water. But that is nature. That is migration routes. That is nature. Moving with the food and the water. What's that over there? Is that just a... Oh, it's a plant. Just say that was a random looking plant. I'm very glad I managed to fix the lag. That was hella important to make sure we did. Had to fix that lag issue. So it's been quite an easy grow so far to, well, nearly sub-adult. Oh, I heard a little bitey action. There's something around here eating that is carnivore, I feel. Definitely feel like there's a carnivore around here. We are definitely louder now on our footsteps as well as we've edged towards sub-adult. There's so much ambient noise going on now that you barely tell what's AI and what's not. Oh, berry bush. Yeah, run away. That's what I thought. This has been eaten recently. This has been eaten. There's something else here. There's another herbivore around here somewhere. Maybe that's what's getting eaten over there. Maybe that's... Hello, hat. Don't think about it. Oh, you are thinking about it. You are thinking about it. I thought that Hats was going to go for it then when it did the U-turn. I was like, oh, here we go. Here we go, our first bit of combat. What is that over there? Keeps making that noise. Then we're going to have to go over here a little bit for some water. Oh, it's a city taco. We tolerate these. We tolerate these. Hello. We tolerate these. Haha. We found a little city friend. Look at that. Hell yeah. The only thing in the world we tolerate, and we find one. What are the chances of that? Oh, and there's a ramp as well. Working together with the city. Oh crap. That made me jump. Wow. There was no way. No way I was beating that. Wow. Oh, it set off a cough and everything. Oh, well, there you go. Wow, that's the end of Pentaceratops. That's the end of Pentaceratops. Jesus. I fully jumped and panicked. That's completely what happened. I jumped, I got scared, I panicked, it killed me. That is it. That is what happened. We didn't even get to subadult. I panicked. And it just kept up with me. Turns out, Pentaceratops cannot outrun anything. Wow. I thoroughly jumped out of my skin. I don't know whether that translated into the video or not, but I jumped out of my skin with that thing behind me. Wowzer. Well, that's unfortunate. So, the first Pentaceratops video is the last Pentaceratops video in the series. Oh dear. If you did enjoy it though, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, comment down below what dinosaurs you want to see, and I'll see you all for the next unedited episode of At the Titans Realism. What a way to end the episode. My god.